It's a tough one. We made a few mistakes early on and late in the game that cost us, myself included. But it was fun. We competed to the end, and I would have rather beat it with no other teams.
Lamar said it was his fault. This loss was on him.
You can't put any blame on Lamar. I mean, anybody watching the game saw it was a bunch of mistakes made way farther than what Lamar was doing out there. He played phenomenal as always, and he did everything he could. He did everything in his power for us to win the game. So.
He said yesterday he felt like he owed you guys. How do you feel about that?
I mean, like he said he owed us. Me being one of the guys that was injured and came back, I don't think he owed me anything. He's done plenty, over the past 3 years. If he was to declare, I love him. I love him to death. I love nothing but the utmost respect for him. If he doesn't, it'd be a hell of a ride again next year. But he didn't owe us anything for real. Everything he's done for this program is ridiculous. So.
Will you get back next year?
That's a decision that I'll be making within the next couple of weeks, but I haven't made that decision yet.
What do you expect Lamar to do? I mean, both versions, but
Lamar is Lamar. He's very to himself. I feel like he's just gonna do whatever is best for his family. So I have no. I'm not on any side. I'm on the fence about it. So
what goes into your decision?
Just sitting down, talking with my family. Thinking about this past year, thinking about things that happen next year. It's a bunch of stuff. I wish I could sit here and tell you everything that goes to my decision, but it's a lot more that I can get in detail.
Does it matter that draft grade? Does you really have to think about where you're at?
The draft grade is a good start for you determining whether you're going or leaving. Going or staying, but that's not everything. There's been people with draft grades, late rounds, that's been second and first round picks, and people with first and second round grades that have been almost undrafted. So that's just a small part of the process.
What has this senior class meant to you guys, especially guys like Reggie?
Reggie, I just knew Reggie's name was gonna come up. Reggie, I told Reggie probably about 10 minutes ago that before I got here, he was my favorite player. I didn't really watch too much Louisville football before they offered me, but when I did, the first two people I noticed was Reggie and Devontae Parker. So I told him Reggie was tremendous. I even joked with him. I was like, at some points we didn't know where we was gonna put you, but you finally found a fit. So it was an honor to play with somebody like Reggie, Snug on the offensive side. Let's see who was. It's too many to just name them. On the defensive side, Chucky, Stacy, Hearns, who wasn't here, Trayvon. Especially after Trayvon overcoming that injury, and True Washington. True made me a better receiver, today, because you probably can't see it on the field, but he gives me the most work at practice, So it was a pleasure playing with those guys. I wish them nothing but the best.
How would you sum up this year?
Up and down year. Could have been a lot better, but it could have been a lot worse. So I'm very optimistic for next season. I'm very proud of the way we ended the season, even though we didn't win today. It could have been a lot worse. We could have been bold. We could have not played in the bowl game. Could have got blown out there. So there's so many more things that could have went bad for us. And I'm just blessed to be here.
Obviously, some decisions to be made, but what's the future of this program? Where you see the young guys fitting in and kind of moving forward?
They're tremendous. Dez, they gave him the name Dez Sixpatrick. All he does is score touchdowns. Seth has the biggest hands I've ever seen in my life. Josh, you probably saw him out there a little bit today. Josh Johnson, tremendous route runner, has great hands. He's very strong for his size. Corey Reed, Pete's coming back next year. That's probably my favorite person coming back next year. Pete. We got a lot of skill at the tight end position. I think the offense will be great next year. A lot of the guys got a lot of experience on the O-line this year, so that'll be good coming back next year.
Walking through your touchdown, what was going through your mind when you scored?
On the touchdown? Well, I don't know. They went 6-1 double dog. I think I've scored on that play 2 or 3 times. So usually when I see the defense, I kind of know I'm about to get a touchdown. So now the toughest part about this is picking what touchdown celebration I'm going to do. So I realized yesterday I didn't have any pictures in my camera roll of me flexing my muscles, and so I decided to go with the big flex. So.
Jaylen, what do you tell Lamar after he makes mistakes like the ones he made?
Let's go out there and make up for it. He tells me the same thing. It's over now. We're just gonna go back and change it. No, you can't, but you can make up for it. It's imprinted. once you come up the field, once you switch possessions like that, it's time for you. It's a new possession. You can't dwell on what just happened. So.
Did you get a deflection on one of the interceptions?
I did.
That ball you felt you should have caught or not?
Yeah, I definitely should have caught it. They were like bracketed the middle guy. They bracketed me actually, and I took my hands down. And then when the ball came, I was late with my hands, and it was kind of slip right through my hands. So that was definitely on me.
Lamar seems like he's really hard on himself. Do you guys see that? Does he do that on the sideline?
Yeah, he's definitely hard on himself. He's a perfectionist. He wants to be the best guy on the field, wants to be the most perfect guy on the field at all times, and because he can. He's one of those guys. He's a once-in-a-lifetime guy. As far as critiquing himself, how he performs, how he carries himself, all of that.
Regardless if Lamar decides to come back or go pro next year, how should he be remembered at this program?
The greatest show on turf, like they just say. Some of the stuff he did, from the hurdle to the little spin move he did at Florida State, against Florida State last year, to the play he had against Florida State this year, the game-winning touchdowns, and just the game-winning drive. Everything he's did has been tremendous. Through the ups and the downs, he's remained the same. So.
Even on your touchdown, he kind of flipped the ball a little bit. It wasn't a regular pass. It was.
That's
did
Lamar.
He even improvise on that?
That's Lamar. I think he's done that probably about 3 or 4 times to me. Actually, by any means. We always preach that. By any means, catch it, get it there, make the play. So I think that was pretty cool. Now, we don't practice the flip, but when it happens, you just got to be able to catch it.
They're already talking about a Lamar statue. If there is one, what should be the pose?
The Heisman pose, either the Heisman pose or the hurdle. The hurdle is my favorite, but the Heisman pose is pretty cool.
Thanks, Jaylen.